Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about if BSG is intentionally making money sinks for PVE Tarkov. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more PVE content. Let's hop right into it here today, ladies and gentlemen. We know how crazy the loot buff was like a month ago. We were making hundreds of millions of rubles, and there was a ton of money flowing in the PVE flea market. We saw GPUs hitting 2 mil. We saw march keys hitting 20 mil. What didn't go crazy? Let's just see what a 314 march key is selling for these days. This is not, you know what? Whatever. You guys are rich, do whatever you want. I'm not even gonna talk about how absurd that price was. But we had so much money flowing through PVE, billions of rubles. And then we saw the loot get completely nerfed. And everyone was hopping mad. You know, we go to labs, and there's nothing on the map. The keycard rooms suck. There's like one good room now. We go to streets. We go to customs. We go to reserve. We go to these maps with these marked rooms. And we were going from a keycard every single raid to a keycard every 5 raids. You know, those marked keys went from being 20 million down to being worth maybe 5 to 10. Yet, apparently, there's still 22 million. I don't know who the hell's paying that. But we've started to see a shift with BSG and some of these events that they are releasing. So we saw the keycard event come right when the loot nerf happened. Seems like they've removed the task here, or at least I'm just not seeing it. So I guess I'll have to show you the achievement so you know what I am talking about. But the key to salvation, where you had to turn in one of every single key card in the game. If you would just buy them off of the flea market, it would have ran you about 50 million rubles. That's a lot. That's a decent amount of cash. And BSG started the money sink there. And it has only continued over the last few weeks. You might be thinking, well, what else did we have to do that was such a big money sink? Well, you didn't have to do anything this time around. It's optional things. And the first one is the MSGL. The MSGL is a ton of fun. And honestly, it's worth the price you pay. The new price on it is now $9,002 in Escape from Tarkov. It was about $8,700. And if you're wondering how much 9K is on the conversion, we can do that right now. For one MSGL, not counting any of the grenades you're going to buy with it or anything else, you're still looking at about 1.2 million-ish, 1.25 roughly. So 1.25 million on the MSGL, definitely worth it, but that's just one of many things that we've seen within the last couple of days now. So the MSGL gets added, and I honestly think you should buy one of these every single restock and just start literally stocking them up in your stash just in case these go away. And as of this weekend, we saw more rare items introduced for a high price. Now, nobody's paying 17 million rubles for T7s, but you know what they are going to do? They're going to pay 4 million rubles for T7s. They might pay 850,000 for a Reaper scope. They are adding these really rare, overpowered items, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, they're obviously doing this for PvP. They're doing it for the pre-wipe event. Honestly, I would not be surprised if it's by design. If it is to not only appease the PvP players who want some of this high-end gear, who want to be able to use all the best stuff because they have a ton of money, but all of that disappears for them in just a couple of weeks. For us, we have characters that don't wipe. We have characters that are rich, and they need to flush that money out. BSG right now is killing 2 birds with 1 stone. They're making the PvP players happy, and they're draining the cash from PvE. It might be slow, but it's going to start coming down eventually. If you're paying 4 mil for a pair of T7s every single restock, if you're paying 1.2 mil for an MSGL every single restock, if you're grabbing a Reaper scope for 850,000, you're going to be really starting to dig into your cash. You're getting like 2 to 3 Bitcoins a day. You know, you're making 1.5 to 2 mil without even playing the game right now. But at the same time, you are still sinking a ton of money into these new available options when it comes to these tasks. I think it's by design. And a lot of players who are just now hopping into PvE when it has recently become purchasable, they are hopping in to a loot nerfed out the ass game right now. So some of these new items, like the T7 for 4 million, this will bankrupt some players who want to try this out. Now, of course, you can insure it, and it's still pretty much guaranteed 100% of the time insurance, assuming you're not going MIA and you're playing solo, of course. And you do get these back 99.9% of the time, but the concept remains the same. That BSG is money sinking PvE right now. Are they doing it intentionally? Am I just, putting on my tinfoil hat and having a little conspiracy time? Definitely could be. But in my opinion, it's by design. And what are we going to see next? What other super rare items are in Escape from Tarkov that we want access to, but right now we kind of can't have? And the next thing, in my opinion, is going to be higher class armors and higher pen ammunition. We have a ton of options available to us, to be completely honest. There's a lot of great options that are available, from completing tasks and just available to you on higher loyalty levels. But they've obviously went the route of making these available on the lower loyalty level here with this latest event. Loyalty level 1 is going to get you T7s for 4 million rubles. So literally right now, you could be level 2, obviously unlock Jaeger, and then, well, you would be higher than level 2, obviously, from completing the event, because you get 200,000 XP from the task. But, just bear with me, you could essentially be level 2 and buy T7s right now, without the task reward XP. That's the route we're going. Right now, all the casual players, they're probably broke. Now, a lot of us who are grinding every single day, yeah, we still have our money. But these casual players, they are dead broke. And I think it's by design to keep them playing the game for longevity purposes. We heard Nikita talk about in the past, when PvE first dropped, that he wanted to slow down player progression. Is this what we're seeing because of that? I have no idea, but I wanted to talk about it. I thought it was interesting, and I want to know what you guys think. Is Nikita intentionally slowing down the game? Is this a money sink? Is it by design? I don't know if handing out 200,000 XP but then making players broke is essentially the right way to slow down player progression. But at the same time, I still think all of this is a money sink for PvE, and it's to also appease PvP players. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more PvE content. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.